And welcome back to the Broken Sword playthrough. It's me, Toasty Fresh, and I'm back once again after a few days off. Anyway, last time we left our intrepid hero, George Stobart. He'd just miraculously survived the bomb blast in the cafe, and we'd met the Clouseau-like Sergeant Moo and the creepy Inspector Rosso, I think his name was, and we're on the trail of the killer clown, and we're just going to go on to see where the clown ran off, which is down this alley over here. That'll be our next port of call, but first I missed this little clue here.
Wrapped around the lamppost was a newspaper.
So we'll go and get the newspaper.
The leading article referred to the visit of a Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state. That was the only news story. The rest was rumor, gossip, and sensationalism. Then I noticed the writing at the foot of the page. It read Salah ad-Din, 1345.
Salah ad-Din there. So there we go. We've got maybe the first of our clues. And like I said, I'm playing this on the pad, just like I did all those years ago, which is quite there's some parts in the game where it's a bit tricky, it's a bit finicky with that, but that's how it's I think it was the triangle button to go to the top. You can also press the shoulder buttons to move a little bit quicker, and it shouldn't be too bad. So we're gonna go down this dark alley, which is always a good idea. That's if you like to get mugged. And a bit of a suspenseful music.
The drain pipe looked as if it would bear my weight.
Well, let's test that theory out.
And prepared to climb the drain pipe. I guess the clown had an escape over the rooftops.
Well, it doesn't look like the thing ends on the rooftop anyway.
The drain pipe hung limp and useless.
That's what she said.
It was a battered old trash can.
So if there's any clues in here, might have dumped some clues in one of these.
It was a battered old...
Let's try this one. I'll have a closer look.
It smelled like someone had dumped a truckload of fish in a locker room on a hot summer afternoon.
Locker fish.
It was a plastic crate. There was nothing of interest. It was an iron cover concealing the entrance to a drain or sewer. I tried to lift the cover with my fingers, but couldn't gain any leverage.
Yep, the old trouble of leverage. There's nothing else, I don't think. Apart from one final trash can.
It was a battered old trash can.
Oh, and the old cliche of a cat coming out of the trash to scare you. But luckily, no killer to come and stab us as we draw a relieved breath. So it's looking like it's gonna be he took the way out through the sewers, and there's no way to follow him at the moment. And the only other way to go is down by the way we went and we got held at gunpoint by a policeman last time. So we've got an old man digging, doing some kind of roadworks. Oh, where's this lead? We can go to the police station But I don't think we need to go there just yet. I didn't know we could actually go off the map just yet. But
Set into the huge gate was a smaller access door. The door was securely locked.
damn the people unlocking the doors.
It was a battered metal toolbox.
Hey, stop that! Get away from there! What do you think you're doing?
I was admiring your toolbox.
Oh, it? Had a good look, have you? I'm warning you, if you touch it, I'll crack your nut.
Okay.
Hey, I get your point.
Yeah. Don't try and steal while there's a man with a pickaxe.
Hey, you!
Yeah.
I thought you'd been arrested.
No, it was a misunderstanding.
When he pulled that gun, gah! I thought that was it. Those automatics pack quite a punch, you know?
He made a mistake. He thought I was a terrorist.
You? A terrorist? Ha!
He was only doing his duty, I guess.
This was before the days of all the terrorism that's going on now. Well, there was terrorism back then. It's always been around, but
Did you see a clown come by this way?
A clown? Like in a circus?
Yeah, with makeup and a big red nose.
Oh, those guys are funny, aren't they?
Not
Not
in my
really.
experience.
I love the circus, especially the horses.
You haven't answered my question. Have you seen a clown?
You think I've got time to watch everyone who passes by? Some of us have to work for a living.
we just seem to be
I know you're busy.
hitting the same spot.
Surely you'd have noticed a clown.
I told you already. I didn't see a thing.
He was wearing multicolored baggy trousers and makeup.
He'd be a poor sort of clown if he didn't.
Listen, I have to find that clown. He's a killer.
Say, who are you anyhow? A cop?
No, of course not. I mean, do I look like a cop?
No, but you act like one, sticking your nose in where it's not wanted. How do
That's
you know
George.
this guy's a killer? Did you see him in action?
Didn't you hear the explosion? The cafe was blown up.
I wondered what that bang was. Any bodies?
Yeah, an old man was killed.
Merde. I didn't think it was that serious. What about
Murder. I think that means
Thank the saints.
shit, I think. I don't know. I know murder in Italian means shit, so using a bit of language
See
there.
an old guy with a briefcase?
Wait, silly old coot. Do you know what he said to me? Work fascinates me, he says. I could watch it all day. Quel beat. I could have knocked his block off.
Did you recognize the old man?
No. Should I have done? Was he a celebrity?
No, but I guess he is now. His name was Plantar.
Was he the one who died in the cafe?
Yeah.
That's too bad. Now I wish I hadn't called him what I did. If only I could turn back the clock. If only I'd been more tolerant.
Regret and remorse are strange emotions. They really bring out the hammiest actors in people.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
What's
Almost
in the
seemed
toolbox?
sarcastic.
What's in the toolbox? As if you didn't know. What's the big deal about tools, anyhow?
They're cool. Tools are civilization.
You don't say.
That's right. Tools are what distinguish us from other animals.
Who are you calling an animal? I've met your sort before. Looking down your nose at me because I'm working class, huh? I've a good mind to knock your block off.
Okay, old man.
What kind of tools do you keep in your
Chill out.
box?
Huh? You really are interested in tools?
Sure, like I said, tools are...
Yeah, civilization. So you keep saying.
So, are you gonna show them to me?
Am I? Why, you?
Oh, come on. Just a little peek.
This game's got a lot of innuendo.
Else to bother.
Asking to see your guy's
Do you
tool.
have a tool for lifting manhole covers?
As it happens, I do.
Cool. Lend it to me, just for a few minutes.
No,
Oh, come on.
no, get your own.
Let me explain what I'm going to do with your manhole lifting tool.
Let me explain what I'm going to do with my pick.
Oh,
Man,
forget it. I'll come
it's
back
quite a
when
tool
it's
if you can
better.
lift a manhole with it.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Alright.
Take a look at this.
You told me you weren't a cop.
Don't shout about it. I'm working undercover.
Who are you looking for?
That's confidential.
Okay.
Would you like to read my newspaper?
I haven't got time to read that. Can't you see I'm busy?
You could read it on your lunch break.
10 minutes is all I get. And if my boss had his way, I wouldn't get that. He'd have me on a drip, so I didn't have to stop to eat.
Oh, take the newspaper and quit complaining.
Bah! Look at this. Damn bleeding out liberals. Tja! Save the dolphins. Catch them and eat them, I say. All that fuss over a bunch of fish.
Not a fan of dolphins,
Oh,
and
like it. Look at the size of those. Like champagne bottle corks, no? Ah, what is Saladin running in the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe?
It's a racehorse?
A horse? A legend. Bucephalus reborn, mon ami. Like a streak of lightning she is. Do me a favor, won't you? Keep an eye on my hole. I'm off to put some money on that nag.
What about your toolbox?
Stuff it. Help yourself.
I'd rather not keep an eye on your hole. Thank you. It looks a bit dirty.
I'd found just what I wanted. A tool for lifting manhole covers.
Just what every man wants. A tool that can lift a manhole cover.
It was a metal rod with a handle at one end and a short cross piece at the other. It was a huge and weighty-looking engineer's telephone.
Well, I have no use for the paper anymore. But we found a way to get down that manhole. So we'll go ahead and do that now. Nope. Again, had a little bit of a hiccup there. So back into the alleyway. I just always remember this first bit because it used to be on the demo. God, I remember the time of demo discs. You don't get that anymore. So I forgot to use our first tools, kind of, in a way.
I lifted the cover to reveal what smelt like the entrance to a sewer.
Let's go investigate. As if it couldn't get creepier, just going down a dark alley. I found something. Looks like a red ball.
It was a shiny red plastic ball, sat incongruously on the slippery green-slimed floor. As I picked up the plastic ball, I realized it was intended to be worn.
Ah, so the clown's
It
nose.
was the clown's red nose.
I just said that. Don't make me repeat myself, George. Don't know if there's anything else to see. Something on the floor there.
It was a soggy, crumpled paper tissue.
So we'll pick it up. Why not?
I scooped up the sodden tissue. It was cold and greasy, like breakfast leftovers.
That's what she said.
It was a small scrap of cloth caught on the rusting spike.
Well, let's take it. Why not?
I took hold of the scrap of material and unsnagged it from the spike.
So let's see what we've got. Here we've got a nose.
The nose was hollow. Printed on the inside were the words, La Risée du Monde, Paris.
So, must be where it was made.
It was the scrap of material I'd found in the sewer. It was the soggy tissue I'd found in the sewers.
Oh yes, it's always wise to pick up used tissue from sewers. Never know when that will come in. Alright, let's see where this other entrance leads.
Hi there. Hold it right there, you sewer rat. I knew you'd come back. And now I've got you.
What are you talking about?
You're trespassing. Come out of there, immediately.
That's what I'm trying to do. Give me your hand.
Ha! You won't catch me with tricks like that. Keep your distance, monsieur.
Okay, okay.
Now,
It's quite an echo you
what
got.
are you looking for?
Terrorists. The meanest, nastiest, dirtiest bunch of guys you ever saw.
Well, Englishmen without a doubt.
Hey, that's racist.
So, the day they opened that tunnel was a bad day for France, I tell you. If I still had the full use of my faculties, I'd march right over there and tell them so.
Well, whoever they are, they blew up the cafe.
What? The cafe? Blown up? Mon Dieu! That is awful.
The guy who did it was a calculating, cold-blooded killer. He was disguised as a clown. I followed him into the sewer, and I think he came this way.
Huh? Mon Dieu! Then, the man I chased, do you think that man and the clown are...
Dun dun
What?
dun.
Same?
Yes, I think so.
Yes, it had crossed my mind.
Ah, that still does not explain what you were doing down the sewer. For all I know, you are in league with him.
Oh no, I'm just a tourist.
Most tourists are content with the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, or the Pigalle. I didn't realize my waste pipes were such an attraction.
Well, they are, buddy.
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
Well, I didn't notice. Now are you going to leave? Or do I have to call the police?
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
Oh, she isn't hurt, is she?
No, she's fine.
Oh, thank heavens. A poor girl like her isn't safe with the likes of you roaming the streets.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
Understand? I'm not a gangster. I'm an American tourist.
Ah, that's what you say.
Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't. Who is he?
The man who was killed in the cafe. I'm gonna find the guy responsible. I'll find him. Even if it means following him down every sewer in every city in Europe.
Ah, you need some sensible boots. You won't get far in those stupid sneakers.
There you go. He's a very dutiful fellow, Judge.
What is there to tell? He was a typical criminal type. Just like you.
No, well, there's no point showing him a clown's nose. I'll do it just for the hell of it.
Look at this false nose.
I've never seen it before in my life.
This is what I used to open the manhole cover.
Just as I thought.
You are up to no good, thou no swears, what you?
One slip and I would have been up to my neck. Do you recognize this material?
I am not telling you anything.
What does this tissue mean to you?
Nothing, monsieur. It's disgusting. What on earth possessed you to show it to me? Someone has emptied their nostrils into it.
Perhaps you'd like to take a look at my card?
What is this? Inspector Augustin Rousseau? What does that say? Hominoid division?
Homicide. I think the ink's smudged.
Hominoid.
Then you are not a tourist.
Okay, I'm not. I lied to you. And I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, monsieur. You know, I had a feeling there was something different about you. It is your posture, your...
Yeah. Enough of the soft soap,
There
mister.
is no mistaking the bearing of a disciplined man. And I should know. I was in the army, you know. When I was your age, I was fighting for my life in the African desert. How can I help you, Inspector?
Let's start over from the beginning.
So now we might get a bit of cooperation from this old fart.
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
Why, yes, he was. Clutched in his arms like a baby.
That belonged to his victim.
Oh, what do you think was in it? Drugs? Stolen jewels?
I don't know.
McDonald's
But
Happy
the
Meal?
killer thought it was worth a man's life.
Nothing is worth that, monsieur.
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
You can't suspect her, surely.
Just answer the question, please.
Yes, I know her quite well, you could say. She came to work at the cafe 7 months ago. I look forward all week to the relief she gives me when she visits.
Okay, say no more.
So you'd miss her if she wasn't there?
Oh, mais oui. Who else would I find to cut my toenails?
That's the word
Does
you're
the
using
name
in France.
Francois mean anything to you?
No, monsieur. Who is he?
The man who was killed in the cafe. I'm gonna find the guy responsible.
Oh wait, we've heard that. We've heard your little hero speech.
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
He was a mean one, monsieur. He grabbed me in an arm lock. His face suddenly next to mine. His grip was like iron, but he did not know what he was up against. Oh no.
Oh,
He made a
that's
big
what she
mistake
said.
when he took on one of the desert hyenas.
Yes, I get the picture.
I think that's it.
Does this piece of material mean anything to you?
That is the same cloth as the jacket I found. I'd recognize that pattern anywhere.
Oh, I could have showed him that.
Now, about the jacket you found. Do you have it here?
No, monsieur. One of the sleeves was badly torn, so I sent it for repair. A pity, because otherwise it was a fine piece of quality tailoring. It had the tailor's name inside on the label.
Ah,
Where did you send the jacket?
I gave it to an itinerant Romany seamstress.
Just my luck. Was there anything in the jacket pockets?
Not a sou. You know what I think?
Do tell me.
He changed out of the clown suit and cunningly disguised himself as an ordinary person.
Looks like I'm up against a mastermind. What was the name
yep,
on the label?
stuck in that way.
It was a foreign name. Todrick, I think.
Did you get the address?
There wasn't one, monsieur. Only a telephone number.
Well, I don't expect you to remember a phone number you've only seen once.
74 98 08 59.
You're kidding. That's his phone number?
Yes, that's it. A little trick with numbers that I learned in the desert. I was taught the technique by a Tuareg shaman.
That's incredible.
It comes in handy at the supermarket checkout. Do I get a reward?
Honesty, monsieur, is its own reward.
Then I'm glad I do not rely on honesty to pay the bills.
True that. True that, my friend. Well, I think that's it for questioning this guy. I don't think he'll give us anything else.
False nose.
Uh-huh.
Precisely. He must have dropped it in his panic.
Unless he wanted you to find it.
Why would he want to do that?
Oh, okay.
To put you off the scent.
Did I
Oui, monsieur.
show you?
Oui, monsieur. Just like mine. Except that it is much smaller.
I never noticed before there was so much innuendo in Broken Sword.
Thanks to your help, the citizens of Paris can sleep a little easier tonight.
Vraiment? I was only doing my duty, monsieur. Good luck, Inspector. I hope you catch that killer soon. I'll let you out.
Lock it up.
I hope you find your man, Inspector.
So do I.
So, we've found a few clues. We found out where he got his suit from. And we've got a clue on the inside of the nose to check out, which I think maybe in my next video. No, because I think we've done a little. I want to keep them kind of short and sweet just for now. Anyway, next time I come back, we're going to follow up on those clues and see where it leads us in the chase for the clown killer. Anyway, that's all I've got time for this time. So thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you later.